Before we start this video, let's give a shout out to Gaming Zoom for leaving a comment last video. Okay, so I think you guys know that I love WWE. I really do love it because, well, some wrestlers come and go, but you always know who's your favorite. So this video, we're going to be looking at my top 10 favorite wrestlers. Number 10, Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is very popular because, well, one, his moveset is very iconic. Because the 619, everybody loves it. Even WCW loves it. Because he's on the ropes, he spins in a 619. That's how you got the name. And he never ever turned heel unless you call the 2011 turn heel. We wanted Daniel Bryan. He came out. It's not his fault. So I believe that he's cool in a way. Because off screen and on screen, he's chill as a person. So let's move on to number 9, The Rock. The People's Champion, The Rock. The most iconic WWE superstar in the world. Oh my goodness, I can't talk today. So, let's think about something. The Rock is very iconic because, well, he's a movie star. He started off with the name Rocky, and let me just tell you, that was terrible. I'm sorry. He was not good. Everybody hated him as Rocky, and then he turned it around with, well, The Rock, the People's Champion. Well, actually, that came below. He turned heel, and then he turned to The Rock. Became, what, couple WWE champion, WWF champion, took out CM Punk. He lost. Shield take him out. Fun fact, The Rock's family is a lot in WWE because, well, he's cousins with Roman Reigns, the Usos, and plenty of more great superstars on the roster right now. And as I'm recording, WWE has not signed Rock to anything. I mean, and he did do Friday Night SmackDown. That was okay. Well, that's enough for The Rock. Let's move on to number 8, Triple H. Oh yes, the Aribo Assassin, Triple H, the CEO of this company. Triple H is really a future Hall of Famer. Well, wait, why did I say future Hall of Famer? He's a 2-time Hall of Famer. Wait, no, he's not. He's a 3-time Hall of Famer. Last year, he just got the Hall of Fame for DX. D Generation X. Anyway, so Triple H is my favorite because, well, he's Triple H. Most of the time he's heel. Sometimes he's babyface. For instance, last year's WrestleMania, he was babyface? I don't know. But it was not that bad. Yeah, it was gosh awful. Just like, as I'm recording this, last night they had Triple H's 25th anniversary. It was, oh my goodness, it was terrible. It wasn't a good terrible, but it was terrible. They tried to make it a good terrible, but it wasn't, and that's why it was bad. But it had its perks. Like Stephanie McMahon almost cursing out Shawn Michaels. So I think Triple H is one of my favorite because, well, I said it again, he's Triple H. He's a 14-time World Heavyweight Champion. His pedigree right now, while you're watching this, his pedigree is, well, pedigree. It's very iconic because, well, people love him. Well, that's enough for the men's side of WWE. Let's go to the women's side, and let's go to AJ Lee. Number 7, AJ Lee. AJ Lee is really not that bad as a wrestler. She is the longest reigning Divas champion, and they wrote her off. They said that I think Nikki Bella is the longest reigning, but no, she had it for 2 years. I think. I'm not sure. I think she had it for 2 years. I can't remember a match she was in. Wait, I think I can. What was her name? Vicky Guerrero versus, well, AJ Lee. Not that bad. It was bad. It was good and bad because, one, I believe it was before the Divas division. Before then, they had like 30-second matches. That was terrible. That was just the breaking point for everybody that watched WWE. But why am I going to the... I'm thinking of AJ... Never mind. AJ Lee's finisher is the Black Widow, which was the baddest submission move in WWE until Paige took her out. I'm having a lot of stirring today. That's enough for AJ Lee. Oh, one of my favorite storylines with her was the affair she had with John Cena. Why? That was... Why? I mean, Vicky Guerrero was jealous, I guess? Because she was general manager. And... yeah, I guess so. That was the reason. Enough with AJ Lee. Let's keep it going with Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks is the cousin of Snoop Dogg, and her submission move is Banks Statement. Really, it's one of those submission moves that you can't get out of, and you either have to crawl to the ropes or tap out. I mean, there's a lot of submission moves over the years, like the sharpshooter. You can get out of that. It's just, right now, the sharpshooter has not been used in a long time. But, still, let's keep going with Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks is really a three-time women's champion. Unless you count the tag team champions, that means she's a 4-time. 3.5. We're going to say 3.5. So, she is a champion in her own right. She still in her prime-ish thing, but her relationship with Bayley is cutting off now because of the Money in the Bank, and even before that, they were either rivals or friends. And they kept going like that for a long time. And I think people just didn't like them because they kept doing the same thing. And then when Bayley turned heel, it was just so weird. Even before she turned heel, she had she's doing it for your kids and stuff. So that's enough of that. What Sasha Banks did to turn heel was even worse. She was coming back from something. She was from WrestleMania, I think. She didn't show up from Raw because of WrestleMania, because they lost the tag team titles. And then they kept going. And then Bayley got offended when they were talking about her. And yeah. Then she came back heel, of course, and tried to take down Becky Lynch. You already know what that happened. The man came around and took her out. Let's move on to our number 6 spot. I meant number 5. You knew what I meant. I'm not stupid. Okay, so number 5 spot is going to be one of the most controversial wrestler, I think, on the planet. Number 5, CM Punk. CM Punk is everybody's favorite wrestler. I don't care if you're a babyface wrestler. You like CM Punk. He is the best in the world. Best in the world. So I think CM Punk gets the right to say this. CM Punk is great. He was the longest reigning WWE champion. Well, let me rephrase that. Longest WWE champion in the current era. I say that because if you don't say that, people hold the championship for like 3 years because they didn't want to put it on the line. And this is not modern day. This is like 1910. That was how long it was. It was so. Why would you put it on the line? It was so weird in a way because, well, they didn't put it on the line. It was stupid. It was really stupid. And well, here's how CM Punk happened. His first championship was the ECW championship. So that was his first championship. He won the championship with Kofi Kingston, the tag team championship, and that was okay. They had a great relationship. I think they still have a great relationship now. It was not bad. He became a heel, then babyface, heel, then anti-babyface. One of his best storylines, though, was Money in the Bank. Now, here we go. So, here's what's happening. This is like right after the famous, iconic pipe bomb. So, he was the voice of the voiceless. And I say voice of the voiceless as in like the voice of WWE superstars that got fired or misleaded from the managing from Mr. McMahon or Vince McMahon. So CM Punk is now on WWE backstage, and let's go back to Money in the Bank. So he wanted the WWE championship, and he was going to leave the WWE with the championship. Now Vince was like, no. He wanted to get a contract signing with him. So that never happened, and John Cena and they wanted him to lose because if he won, he was going to take the WWE championship and put it on his shoulder and leave the WWE behind. So really, this actually happened, and this is still Money in the Bank. You might be thinking, oh well, why can't the Money in the Bank, Mr. Money in the Bank, cash in? They tried and he failed, so he left. And then 2 years later, they were like, let's go back to the CM Punk storyline. So Brock Lesnar beat him for the WWE World Heavyweight title. And this was really, everybody didn't like it because he was going to be the longest reigning WWE champion. And he wasn't. And everybody got sad. Okay, so after that storyline, after that, he left. He plain out left. He's on WWE backstage, which is really, while I'm recording, they had their episode last night, and they had him on the panel. So, is he in WWE? No. Did he sign with Fox, and Fox has a WWE show? Yes. So, we don't care if he's in the ring. We just want to see. We saw him. You see CM Punk. His return is bigger than Edge's return, which is impressive. Let's move on to our number 4 spot, Sting. Sting, the icon. Really, Sting is Sting. He had 4 matches in WWE. He won 2, he lost 2. So that was They could have done more things with Sting. He's a WWE Hall of Famer. The Sting versus Triple H match was so good, and I think they could have done a lot more with him. I mean, he is still a Hall of Famer and is right. The WWE Triple H match was good because we saw. Guess what? Who we saw? We saw D-Generation X. I'm not talking about Shawn Michaels. No. We saw the whole DX. I'm talking like everybody. So, look, it's Sting. So Sting is, Sting. I say this again. Do I have to say it again? So Sting will be a Hall of Famer in his own right. And I think there's not that much with Sting in WWE. So let's just skip this. Ironically, the first WWE match I ever saw, Sting was there, and that's why I like him. So let's move on to our number 3 spot, Paige. That's right, y'all. We're going back to the Divas division. So let's see. Paige has, her own movie. She's a future Hall of Famer. Maybe I should take off that second part. Maybe. So she is a 2-time Divas champion, maybe more. She's a host of WWE Backstage. There we go again. So again, we have another person from WWE Backstage. But guess what? Paige is great. She's wonderful. She is great. She doesn't have that much to say. I mean, I don't have that much. Maybe maybe she has more things, but I don't have that much information. So really, she is to me, she's great because she took down AJ Lee, our 7th spot. She took down her after the Raw WrestleMania. She came from NXT, had a great movie. That's it. Let's go on to our number 2 spot. Ironically, it's on your screen right now. The Undertaker. The man that had the best streak in WWE history. The Undertaker, 21-0. Undertaker is, if you don't know what 21-0 is, then you really live under a rock. So 21-0 means he was 21-0 in WrestleMania. That's right, y'all. He's in WWE over 21 years. Almost 25 years. Do I have that right? Yeah, I think he's been in the company for 25 years. That's insane. Think about it. Think of all the people that have been in the WWE for that long. Triple H, Shawn Michaels. It's incredible. Like that. Those great Hall of Famers, they had it for this long, and they're still going, and then occasionally they come out. Like, for instance, Triple H, he comes out once in a while. Shawn Michaels, he doesn't anymore. Undertaker does it like once couple times a year. Like, Undertaker doesn't know when to quit. It's so odd and weird, and it's perfect because people love him. He's really an anti-babyface. He never turned heel. I mean, if you call the American heel change, not heel, broke character. He never broke character in his life, unless you call the Survivor Series, the first Survivor Series after his debut. Undertaker, great at his job, great as a person. Really, his real life is he's a nice dude. I remember one time I watched a video. It was like, people, can you choke slam me? And he's like, really? That's enough for Undertaker. Let's go on to our honorable mention. Honorable mention. Let's make it quick. John Cena. John Cena's not really my favorite, but he gets a shout out. And let's get to our number one spot, Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, Mr. WrestleMania. One of my favorites because he turned heel to babyface to DX to heel, babyface retirement. Really, Shawn is not that. He's a Hall of Famer in his own right. He's a great person. He is a great competitor. I really love him. Street chin music all day. And I think that's going to be it for the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and if you want another video like this, you probably don't because I stutter too much. You don't want this voice in your ear. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.